Hi everyone, welcome to Homerino Collectibles, where today I'm taking a look at the Captain America Civil War Disney Store exclusive 4-pack to the UK and Europe, and you can actually go ahead and get this thing right now on sale in the UK, both online and in store, for just £20. This thing RRPs at like £90, and both the War Machine and the Iron Man come with less accessories than their original releases, so I would definitely say that the set is 100% not worth it. Yes, it is an actual, release in the UK where you can buy this thing in store for, get one of these War Machines. That's awesome. But the price for the thing with these other figures is definitely not awesome. Get it now whilst it's on sale and while stocks last. If you're in the US, you had your 2-pack exclusive of that guy with that other crappy Iron Man, so you're fine. But yeah, over here in the UK and Europe, you can get your hands on a slightly cheaper War Machine for right now. So basically, the set, you're basically just paying for War Machine, which is great for me because I've been wanting a second Iron Man so I could go ahead and repaint it. So I'm going to go ahead and doing that with this guy. I'll make a video on that. I'm also going to make a video for my custom Falcon. I'm going to go ahead and just give him a more comic book accurate look, a red and white look. This video, as you can tell by the title, is going to be mainly looking at this War Machine. I'm also going to compare him to the previous movie versions, so go ahead and stay tuned to the video for that. But basically, if you want to check out a closer, in-depth review of these figures, i.e. the articulation and everything in closer detail and stuff, the links for the reviews for these three will be in the description below. Go ahead and check that out. I'll be showing you what you get in this pack, but we're not actually going to be taking a look at these figures. We're going to be looking at this guy. So let's go ahead and get this thing open and take a closer look. And here are the figures out of the packaging, and as a 4-pack, this is a really nice set because obviously you have the 2 figures on either side, on either faction from Civil War. So you got Falcon and Cap over there on the left, and Iron Man and War Machine there on the right. So first up, obviously, stands do not come included. Iron Man, you just get the figure. If you want a closer look at this guy, go ahead and check out the individual review. The individual figure comes with another set of hands and also some blast effects. The Cap right here, this is exactly as this one comes. He doesn't come with the interchangeable accessories that the Winter Soldier and the Age of Ultron Cap did, so ultimately, color scheme, pretty nice. It's a bit darker and stuff and looks really good, but it is probably the worst version of this mold, and that's saying something, just simply because it doesn't come with the other accessories. But in terms of a figure, if you don't already have the mold, then it's great to have it. And then we have the Falcon over here. Fantastic figure. Only thing it's lacking is any kind of actual weapons. You get the little drone on the back there, Red Wing and stuff, and the wings are epic. You can take them off and everything. So yeah, absolutely fantastic figure. Stay tuned for those customs, I guess. But here we're going to be taking a look at War Machine. So the accessories that you get with this guy straight off the bat, you have his baton thing. The original release would have also come with pairs of fists, as well as these open hands. And he has the square on the back here. If we come in nice and close, I can show you that, where you would be able to store this. And you can put it in there if you wish, but it actually came with, because it actually holsters this, and just the handle there sticks out. Just like when the gun is lowered, just the tip of the gun sticks out there, and you can actually see that in the movie as well. The individual release comes with those pieces to make it look like his weapons are not engaged, and then obviously you have this once he's taken it out and he can grip it. It's nice. It's got the nice red detail right there, like a electric energy baton thing. We have these pieces, which this one is nice and straight, and then this one over here does warp a little. As you can see, it curls around, but it clips onto the arm. It can also be holstered down here using the other tab on the leg, so it can be stored down there, and it's just like a little kind of 9mm submachine gun or whatever that you can put on his arm right there. And we have the mag section that lowers down. I think that is pretty cool. So you obviously get one of those for each side, and then you have the mounted turret on the back, which moves up and down, and then you have the rotation at the top there as well. Looks really cool the way it's like an X. Definitely my favorite version of this from the movies. So yeah, you don't get as much stuff as with the original release of this guy in that 2-pack. So you're missing the interchangeable hands and those pieces for the back. But for the most part, you're not missing out on too much. This thing looks incredible. It is essentially a mixture of those first two other movie figures. So let's go ahead and bring them in. So on the left there we have the Iron Man 2 War Machine, which technically isn't a Marvel Legends figure, but it's still Hasbro at the release at the same time as they do a Marvel Legends line, so many people still class it as a Marvel Legends figure. If you class it as a Marvel Legends figure, to answer a lot of people's question, this would be my favourite Marvel Legends. I don't really class it as a Legends figure though. And then on the right there we have the Age of Ultron, I believe it was, War Machine, which looks absolutely fantastic. So essentially what you've got here is it's bulky. I mean, this guy is a little bit underscale, so this should be a lot more bulky anyway, but we've essentially got the streamlined sleekiness of this with the bulkiness and armature of this, so it's the best of both worlds and looks awesome. And then just like the others, we also have the army, the military markings on there. So we have the Mark III, we have some stars right here, we have Lieutenant Colonel James Rhodes, the awesome arc reactor, which this whole piece is actually kind of like a flexi rubbery kind of piece that sits over a main body. So I really do wonder what that looks like under there. And yes, that does actually sit on there quite loose on mine. So if it looks like it's warped and slanted, it's nothing that a bit of heat can't fix, but that is why. So it's a nice color, like a kind of pink or white, and then you've got the red around it, just like in the eyes you've got white, and then you've got red surrounding it, making it look like it's glowing red as opposed to having it the other way around, red eyes and then glowing white. That is a really nice way to do it. It stands just over 6.5 inches tall, so it's the same height as this guy right over here, so stands well with your other Legends. Articulation wise, the head looks up a little bit, not all that much, not great for flight poses, but looking down it looks really well, and then left and right. The shoulder pads here do move out the way a little bit, and they are static just like on the other versions, so they don't move with the shoulder, so you might get hindrances when you move it forward and back. You don't want to like stress the plastic or anything, but you can still get it there, and then your shoulder can come out to the side as well. Rotation the upper part of the arm, double jointed elbow rotation, and a hinge there at the wrist, but it is quite hindered by this piece over here. It's flexible, but you just got to be careful. If you leave it like the hand up, that will bend and flex like that and stay that way. Ball joint over here at the torso. This piece, obviously being flexible, does allow it to bend while still staying nice and snug and not too overly bulky, which is nice. So a nice ball joint right there. The hips come out to the side this much, forward and back. It is kind of bad that it rotates out as it goes up because you just hit like that. So that kind of sucks, but never mind, it looks really awesome in that area. Rotation at the upper part of the leg right there, double jointed knees, and then the feet don't really have much articulation because of just how it's all bundled up in here, so you get a little bit of wiggle and some ankle pivot, but really there's not all that much going on there. This guy looks fantastic, and it's worth it if you're going to get the set at a discounted price. If you get it at RRP, I mean, it would really depend on just how much you want those other sets. I don't think it's worth it personally, but I do have those other figures, so if you didn't have them, it's a great way for you to go ahead and get them, especially right now with them being on sale. So I definitely recommend it if you can get it at that sale price. So thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and give it a like. And if you want to see those other reviews, remember the links are in the description below. If you want to see other pictures of anything else from my collection, check out my Instagram. It's Homerino123, and the link is in the description below. And for more Marvel Legends reviews, go ahead and subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Do still have...